Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Ooh, lightning. Anyway, so, unfortunately, after I did some of that trading last part, I stopped playing, and when I came back in, it had saved right before we did it. So I tried to do pretty much the same thing again, but I doubt I matched it up entirely. So there might be slight number changes. Anyway, so we came up here. We are up in Ushitz to sell stuff off. We need to go back to the coal burners at some point to find out where Ginger is. But I'm almost inclined to go back to Rate and see if we could get something going there. Maybe we haven't been over this way yet. I'm not sure what I should do. Let's go here. Let's go back here. We will check back in with our boss. Maybe there's a shop around here? I don't know if I saw one. Horse trader. A horse trader? And there's an herbalist right there. Maybe we'll be able to, if they're still working today. I'm all disoriented. That way. In there. Okay. Maybe the horse trader will be willing to accept some things, or to buy some things from us. Guards still here, all their horses.
Hey!
I don't remember if I've talked to you before. Oh, good. Okay.
Are there any charcoal burners around here?
Charcoal burners? I don't know.
Okay, we already found them. So she is willing to trade. So let's
God bless.
see what we can drop off more. So, I did shift a lot of gear. I updated my my spreadsheets with all the gear we found, and looked at see what things I should be wearing. Made a few changes. I'm keeping on in my horse. Well, in addition to stolen goods. Oh, this is apparently not stolen anymore. I'm keeping this really heavy gear that has good armor. I'm thinking like if we end up in a real fight, we could always just switch out for that. But when we're wandering around, we should just be wearing a lighter gear. What else we got here? We got some hides, bunch of herbs. We can always get more herbs. Bunch of armor or kits. I don't know if she was available to trade things to last time I was here. Maybe I just never found her. Fine saddle with 4 saddlebags. I don't know exactly what the difference between the different number of saddlebags is, but that's probably better to have more than to have more. Anyway. So, nothing there. These boots can go away, because they are no longer stolen. And then all these things. Well, wait a minute. We do need to keep enough so we keep our flower power. This will be what we keep. We'll sell everything else. We'll keep the rare ones too. We can get marigolds anywhere. Alright. Sell off some of these armor kits. We don't need 2 tailor kits. Let's get rid of the bad one. Probably don't need this many lockpicks either. And they're light, but still. We can do without the pairs. I think that's all I want to give up. We can get rid of arrows. We have a lot of arrows, but I'm a bad shot, so maybe it's not a bad thing to have a lot of arrows.
I'd like to discuss...
See now?
Should have been more aggressive. Oh well. Hey man. Boss. Oh, you're not my boss. Where's my boss? In here. Hello?
Well, well. Look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
Oh, what's
I was
the deal,
looking for
man?
that boy, and
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
Wait a minute.
What if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir
No, I
Radcliffe,
told
eh?
him that I was going
I
to
really
see the
don't
coal
know,
burners.
My lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed.
I...
Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering, and it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks, because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion.
I could
I
have
hope we got
sworn
that
I
out of the
checked
way.
in with him.
I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to report.
Well, I have nothing to report.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
It all depends on what you're... As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
We actually need a dagger?
Isn't that a bit barbaric?
Barbaric ways for barbaric times, my boy.
That does make sense, I must admit.
Game saved. Well, that's totally worth it. But this guy is yelling at me for not reporting, and then he didn't accept a report.
Good day to you.
Good day. Anyway. So where does he want me to go? He wants me to go into this area. So that's pronounced Ratai? I've been saying Ratai all this time. Or Ratte. But I wanna go for this. And there's no fast travel location nearby. Let's just go for that. We'll like maybe wander this way and explore a bit more of the map. We just saved, so you know, it's a good time. We're wandering. What's my inventory? 84. That's some room. New level of horsemanship. Good deal. That's probably a good argument for not just fast traveling, because I imagine you don't get skill points of horsemanship while traveling that way. Takes a little longer, but you know, it's all about the points. Heard a dog over that way. Oh, here's something. What's going on? Oh, is this the guy that wants to duel?
Friend, could I have a word with you?
Alright.
Friend?
What is it then?
It's about this.
What?
You heard?
I'm not in the habit of fighting to the death with fellows I meet.
What's happening is I'm challenging you to a duel.
Eager, aren't you?
I am Sir
Oh, sorry, I'm
Oldham
skipping stuff.
of Lossany.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Oldham. So, what are you after?
My mother sent me out to get some experience. She's obsessed with tales of chivalrous knights. In short, she
He's
sent
got
me off
lots of
looking
plate.
for some virgin to save, and to win glory in combat. But I have to admit, I'm not very good at it.
You can't duel with someone just like that. There has to be a reason.
But I thought knights fight for their honor, don't they?
I suppose so. Only, I'm not a knight. We ought to fight for something more substantial.
Like what?
For your outfit.
No doubt you carry some fine clothing on your travels, don't you? Bet that.
Yes. But what if I get invited to a banquet?
Then you can go as you are. At least you'll look adventurous.
Wait, well, what about me? What do I get if I win?
I'm giving you a chance to fight for honor. That's a valuable thing, isn't it? Let's get to
Oh, I
it.
don't want to...
Wonderful.
Can I switch weapons real quick? I would rather have this spiked club as my main weapon, because he's got all plate. I need to have a blunt weapon.
Ah! Ha! Gone weak at the knees, have you? Ah! Fuck. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Yeah, I imagine it doesn't do a very good stab.
Yeah!
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now you're hitting me.
No curva! I'll squash you like the louse you are.
Ooh, ooh.
Ah! Ah! Bollocks!
I gotta hit him, but I'm barely hurting him. Ooh, and when he hits me, he hits me.
Ah!
Although that in particular hit my shield.
Ow!
His legs are kind of weak. Maybe I should be aiming at his legs.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
I didn't get a green shield on that one.
Fuck this! I'm gonna enjoy this. Ah! Kurva fix!
Oh my. Yeah. There's the. Oh dear.
Ah!
Give me my green shields. I need green shields.
Yeah. Oh. Ah! 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 God! Ah! Missed! Ah!
We're making some progress, but he's still winning.
Lost your wind? Ah! Ah! Ah!
I wonder if they have stamina too. Like, or are they just like doing some attack? If they're just following some sort of script.
Yo! A wager is a wager.
Oh,
Farewell, my lovely brocade tunic. Wear it in good health, friend.
a buttoned green coat hardy. And we actually got some, points in defense and stuff. That was worthwhile. It's exactly like the one I already have. Except for, well, I should have wagered just for the sword. It's better condition. Okay, anything we need to repair? Or that we can repair? Oh, my Gambison is broke. Too bad. Well, that was fun. Want to fight again? I dented his armor a little bit.
Is that some new...
Oh well. Good fight, man. Oh, let's switch back to our normal weapon. In the glade. Looks like there's a couple quests here. Hello?
You waiting for someone?
Not anymore, young man. I was waiting for you. You look like a clever sort of fellow, and chivalrous, too. You wouldn't leave a damsel in distress, would you?
Why? Do you know of one somewhere?
Now, handsome. Don't be mean. I've got a job to offer you. There's an old grandad sitting in the alehouse there. Yesterday he made use of my services, and he said he'd pay me in the morning. Only now he pretends he doesn't know me. I want you to take the groschen he owes me from his purse and bring them to me.
I'm not gonna steal.
Taking back what rightfully belongs to me ain't stealing. But if that's how you see it...
Let's leave that one alone. I haven't really been practicing my pickpocketing. And we were trying to pickpocketing from that one guy, it went really bad.
Here.
Hello,
enjoy it.
Andrew.
Good health to you.
There.
Can you train me in
Satisfied?
something? In using an
I'd
axe?
like to learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
The best of health.
I'd like to practice the basics.
I've never actually used an
It'll
axe,
cost you.
but sure.
Isn't that quite a lot?
We have lots of money.
What about this?
That's not enough. Agreed.
All right.
Watch where you're going.
Are there any charcoal burners around here?
Mostly just woodcutters. A beggarly lot they are too, always wanting to buy now and pay later. Having a pot to piss in until they make a sell. Then they act like they own the fucking place.
No doubt they don't have an easy life. But I'm looking for charcoal burners, not woodcutters.
They're even worse. They're rabble, the lot of them.
Are there any of them around here?
I already know where they
Once
are.
in a blue moon, one or two of them comes here from the north. I reckon they usually go to some closer tavern. They only come here when they're not welcome there.
Where exactly are they camped?
Oh, you know how it is with charcoal kilns. If there's a path in the woods near the water, they won't be far away.
All right, thanks for the help.
That's all.
What's happening around here?
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Nothing we can't handle.
Okay, never mind.
Would you have a job for me? Maybe you're in need of some supplies?
Fresh meat.
No problem. I can go to Ratai and buy some for you.
I could send a stable boy for that. I'm talking about game.
Game? But that's near impossible to buy. I'd have to hunt it myself. And that's against the law. Ah.
Of course, I'll pay you well for anything you bring me. Even more if it's something in particular I want. And if you help me out here and there, I'll teach you something useful in return.
That's an interesting proposition.
Okay. Oh, I should ask him what he... Okay. What in particular are you looking
Are
for?
you after some meat?
I've run out of boar meat. It's a nuisance. Folk come here from far and wide for my boar goulash. If you could bring me some, I'd make it worth your while.
Well, last time I tried to hunt a boar, it didn't work very well. So, maybe we'll pass on that. Okay. Is that a stall for a shop? No. No shop around here. Just a tavern.
Are you there? Come over here and let me whisper something in your ear.
No. Let's look at the map. Let's see. We uncovered a little bit. Looks like there's an area down here, a camp of woodcutters. That's what they were talking about. Okay, let's just go up this way, and we'll connect back with the charcoal burners. I have to admit, the graphics in this game are you quickly get used to them, and then you go play something else, and when coming back, it's always a delight. Oh! This isn't gonna go well.
Good health to you, sir. What have you done? Did you kill him?
Yeah, we've already seen through a couple of these.
I didn't kill anyone.
What are you doing here?
I'm traveling the province in the...
It's erratic. Everything. All right.
I'm glad you saw... And what exactly were
What are you getting at?
Admit it. It'll be easier, and he always seems to be willing to admit it.
It'll be easier.
All right then. I didn't want to kill him. I just couldn't stop myself. There he is with money, strutting around. I've barely got enough to keep myself fed.
You don't have to tell anyone. And
I
Forget
won't be bribed.
I won't be bribed.
what are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
Oh, this guy is not. Poke. Oh, I felt maybe that was like not the most honorable thing to do. And now I'm stuck in a tree. First of all, can we find the sword? We can never find swords. To fall down? Oh, we had a mace right there, I think it is. A Morgenstern, which is what we were using on that night. And it's technically stealing because we don't own it, but let's see what this guy's got. Ooh, he's got good stuff. Let's see if we have to do any repairing. No. Can't repair that? Not at 63? That's a shame. We'll look at we'll figure out what we want to wear some of the time. But I think that's like the third dead body we've run into right at that one spot. It's like in Fallout 4 where there's like very obvious spots where they do the random encounters, and you wander by every now and again saying, "Oh, I wonder what they spawned for me this time." It's this guy, right? Yeah.
Good health to you.
And to you.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled, though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
Alright. That's my horse, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's off to the north, where we just came, actually, what we did last time. I can just go right to him, I guess. Wait a minute. I was looking at the wrong thing. There it is. Ooh, bodies are graves, but they're not diggable. Bad. Wait a minute, is this not the right place? It's a camp. Oh, this is it. Hello.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Tell me everything that happened.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all.
Okay.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
Nah, man, they're
out
dead.
of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
So that shows to me that
I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
That shows me that there was a branching choice that I missed. Like, I could have found this guy before I went to the charcoal burners and they sent me after the bandits. So this guy could have sent me after the bandits, needing protection. So I wonder how I could have found him. I don't know. But, I like it. I like that there's multiple ways things can go.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.
Alright, game saved.
Hey, watch it. I'll remember you.
I think he got mad at me for being in his way. That's unfortunate. So, go and tell him what we found out from Ginger. Okay. Did we level up at all? We did. We got a point of strength. What should we put it in? Ooh, carry more pounds, more weight. That might be really good. Your attacks cause greater damage, but cause me to lose more stamina. Might be good also. No, I never get those headshots. No. I think I have to go for the mule too, because we're just carry weight drives everything. I could be wearing better armor if I had better carry weight. All right. All right. So we still have a point of agility that I really don't want to just throw into featherweight. We hit 5 defense. That means we can get trained again. So, firm grip or weapon cruncher. Your armor is 1/3 more frightening than usual. That would be really good. We need to get after that. You know, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. If it's talking about costing them more stamina, they must not just be scripted. They must actually have a stamina bar that you can deplete. Yeah. What's warfare exactly? Total fighting skill? The faster your attacks are and the harder it is to defend against them. Oh, we need that, but we'll get close to it. Anyway, sword's almost level 5 too. Alright. There was a chest in here. Ooh, lots of stuff. Might as well just take it all. Well, the shirt's pretty useless, but that's okay. Transfer the hides onto our horse. Alright. So I can now carry 133. Ooh. Maybe I should pull back the gauntlets. Amber says. They're both armor. You know, no. I'd rather devote that to getting better body armor. Seems like that's what we take the damage. So no, never mind. Where did I put my horse? Back here, right? There you are. Good horse. Okay, let's just fast travel back. Oh, something happened. Wayfarer. Hello.
My good man, how about a little wager?
A riddler.
How about a small wager, my good man?
That depends. A wager over what?
It's simple. I tell you a riddle. If you solve it, you get back twice the sum you wager. If you don't, I get to keep your coin.
Okay. But first, who are you?
Who might you be, anyway?
Me? No one important. But you can be sure of one thing, lad. I walk the world, collecting riddles, stories, and sometimes arms. I live from day to day. But enough of my babbling. do you want to engage your mind?
Oh, I totally want to do a riddle. Sure.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Now, listen carefully. In the feast hall on the table are 10 candles. Suddenly, a gust of wind throws open the window and blows out 2 candles. A little later, another candle goes out. The servant, therefore, closes the hall window. Now the wind cannot blow out any more. So how many candles can the servant find to relight the following morning in the hall?
3, right? So
3
is the correct answer. While the wind blows out 3, 7 burn down completely overnight, so the next day only those 3 can be rekindled. Well, what can I do? Here's your 10 groschen. Spend them as best you can. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime.
We may well do so. Thank you.
that was fun. I kind of got it right for the wrong reason. I didn't think about the candles burning down. I was thinking that the ones that did not get blown out would already be lit, so they wouldn't need to relight them. But never mind. There's an unexplored place over there. We'll get that in a moment. Let's turn in the quest first. Oops. Alright. Hey man. Hey boss. Boss.
My respects to you.
I figured it all out, but first of all, give me some training in defense, please.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't
180.
that quite a lot? Is this enough?
I'd almost shake.
Okay, 170 will do.
Agreed.
And was that a perk point? No.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Alright. And we don't have anything else ready for training, right? No. They're all 4. I haven't paid much attention to these other skills. Like pickpocketing I need to get to. At some point. Lockpicking is moving on its way. Alchemy we need to go back. We couldn't do alchemy before because we didn't know how to read. But now we do. I don't know why the soldiers hate me in Rate for some reason. Don't know why. Have I wronged the soldiers? I don't know. Maybe they're mad at me because I didn't follow after fast enough, like way back then. The mill isn't happy with me, but that seems to be their default. Skalitz is good at me. I haven't looked at this in a while. We haven't really done very much. Anyway. Injured torso. Yeah. Okay, so we did pick up some new stuff. Best to figure out if it's any good. So we can sell those two immediately. This is a worst beige scarf than ours. Technically, this would be... They're good charisma. I think we should keep them just for the charisma bonus. Once you wipe the blood off, of course, they'll be fine. What about this? Again, high charisma. Sure, we'll keep it. That can be sold. Fancy shirt. Not that high charisma. But every little bit. This is fancy. We'll keep it. That's no good to me. That's no good to me. Most of these are stolen though, so I can't sell them. Okay. And we can't sell that one because it's stolen. They shift like in the Elder Scrolls games. If you have like multiple of the same type of item, there won't be. If you sell one, the rest of them will be in a different order. Anything here? No. Some apples I can sell. I need those. All right, this burger's sword, and no extra Morgenstern. Well, we don't. Definitely want to keep my piercer. This is fine. We can sort out what we're gonna do with the extra.
Let's talk about the...
Well,
What do you say to this?
we're getting there. See now.
Alright. But yeah, so my horse has a spiked club. Spiked club is 34 blunt damage. The Morgenstern is 40. So we should sell the spiked club. And this should be sold too.
God bless.
Sell. Bludgeon. Spiked club. Okay. And that's it.
I'd like to discuss...
Sure, why not? Aye, that...
Alright. So where's Sir Radsick? Report to Sir Radsick. I don't want that. Don't want these or that. That I do want to have up there. So I'm not sure whether I want to go on to the next thing or not, but... Sir, he's right next to me. Oh. Pfft. Hello. Thought I was going back to Rate.
Greetings.
Ratai.
What business have you?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
In brief, then.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
But the boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujit, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Auschwitz then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Merhoyed and I'll decide on his fate.
I don't know where that is. Merhoyed. Or is that the southern... That might be the southern castle in Ratai.
Why choose Mehoyed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it?
No, it's not.
And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
Maybe they're drawing us out.
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed. He's very handy with a sword. Do you know anything about him, sir?
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
I don't really have news about the investigation, but let's see what this dialogue says.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I didn't know that.
What else?
That's all I found out so far, sir.
Limpy
All right.
Lubosh.
Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new.
I don't know how I learned that. But whatever. Where are you going, man? Oh, it's nighttime. They're probably all going home. Yeah, you're my boss, right? Yeah. No, nothing. Well... is there a place to sleep around here? Let's see what this question mark is. This is one of the bigger roads I've seen. It's a conciliation cross. Maybe. No, it's an archery range. Well, either way, it's not what I was looking for. So where would be a good place to rest? Maybe down here? There's a camp right there. That would be on the way to this. That's seems like a good idea. Okay, let's go for here. It's a charcoal burners camp. Right? Okay, we got stuck on a wall. A bush. It'll be okay, horse. You can make it. So I was recently playing Subnautica, so now every time I see a little rock, I want to go over and tap it, see what's in the, see if I can find any sort of copper or something in it. Is this being built or is it burned down? I think it's being built. But there's a dead dude. Well. Accident, they say. Ooh. They blindfolded him and then shoved him against the wall and shot him to death. No. They were shooting arrows off his head. Oh. Apples off his head. I guess that generally is an accident. Yeah, they were drinking, and they killed their friend. New level of lockpicking. New skill point? No. This anything? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Nope, nothing here. Could be things in that forest though, but there's bandits. It is quite lovely. Look at this scene. That's quite a thing. They even have the sheep flocking like that. Yeah. Cool. Interesting sight. It's not that interesting. Some sheep. It's very dark in here. So many poppies. Every time we bend down, we get a little bit of strength experience. Let's actually see if that's the case. We're supposed to get a little bit of strength experience, but I haven't actually looked. So we have 72 experience. $73 experience. It goes up very slowly, but you know, I'm picking money up out of the ground. And getting stronger every day for it. Every day in every way. I'm not gonna hurt you, sheep. Alright. I don't think that is a dog. I think that's just ambient sound. Because every time I've often heard dogs nearby, and when I go to look, there's nothing there. There's a person. Several people. I'm not dismounting for. Okay, if I were running, I would have stopped and got those herbs. But because I am not, I will not. There we go. Anything in here? There's a chest. And some people. They were oddly lit for a little bit. Very hard. That is an actual dog, I think. Is there anywhere I can sleep? Right here. Yeah. Come on. Right here? Maybe? No? I came here thinking that there'd be a place to sleep, and there should be. Right. And knock one of them out and start sleeping in their place. Well, we could read a book till morning, and then sleep in one of the beds that they vacate. That might be the best way to approach this. We're not actually tired. I was just wanting to save. Many tools are not properly sharpened. That's often because their users don't take the time to maintain them. But to keep things sharp, all you need is a quality whetstone and practice, practice, practice. I think my character must like have dyslexia or something. Still, props. Not many games try to show illiteracy, like make your character start out not able to read, and actually have something like there. It'll say like a scroll you cannot read or something like that. A new point in reading too. A perk point. But not one in maintenance. Maybe we made progress in maintenance. In reading, you grow tired. No. First time you look at a shrine, your charisma goes up too. Temporarily. No. +1 speech bonus when trying to persuade a guard. Yeah, that seems useful. What's avid reader? Your level of study of the book you've read most of will advance automatically while sleeping or skipping time. I'm not getting it. That's fine. Peace and quiet at home. Enough quicksilver and a surfeit of gold. Of lead. Now time to make gold. Why can't I keep reading past then? I would have thought it'd tell me I can't read at night, but that wasn't a problem. It's saying I can't read past 60%. Maybe my character can't read too much per day, or he gets tired or something. Anyway. Hey, everything. These were not here before. They grew overnight. Maybe they were there. It's hard to judge. Can I sleep in your beds? Thanks, guys. This one's got pillows. We're gonna stay on that one. That's good enough. It's all about the health, not so much the energy. I don't know what these circles are. I mean, maybe that's when you can save? Like, let's see if we don't get to save after this. No, no save. Okay, let's try sleeping another hour. Nope, still no save. Oh well, I just have no idea then. And it's a rotten, windy day. Rainy day. Nourishment 72. Hey guys, you sharing? No. Alright. 3 each? Or 2 each? I have 3. They give me 2 each. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna take a break there. So thank you everyone for watching. My name is Michael Young. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance.